Good morning. It's Tidbits from the Love Notes. I'm so glad to be here. Well, first thing I want to tell you is that the backdrop has changed. We had the November backdrop, and it's still November, but we changed to the Nativity, and it was done by children out of recycled items, and we do it every year. And so I'm sharing that because that's a little different from the time being Thanksgiving time with this is being put forward. So let me say this. Now, we have been sharing all along about aligning ourselves with the will of love God. We've talked about that. We shared about that all the time. And because it's so important. And I know here in this place where I live, things are going differently than I expected them. I was doing some things, but the plans got changed, because my circumstances changed and love God has me doing different things. And I know he's not finished. I'm going to be doing a lot of more different things, but I don't have to worry about what it's going to be. Just follow the lead and be patient. And so basically love God said to me, well, look, you're wondering about why you're doing this, why it's so different, and you want to know where you're going next. But don't worry about it. You asked me for help, and this is what help looked like. And so sometimes when you're getting help, you're getting prepared. So you gotta break down 50 boxes, and you gotta deliver 50 healthy treats, and you gotta do all kind of things to show who you are and what you're ready for. So this is called being obedient and knowing that God will guide us and lead us, and to do the will that he has for us. So here it is, tidbits from the love notes. Now, tidbit number one is follow the path that love God instructs us and guides us to do. Trust it and know the value of love God's wisdom. And this comes from Psalm 25, okay? And then tidbit number two, stay humble. Don't think you know it all by doing things that we know are right. Don't do wrong stuff, and let love God teach us his ways. And you'll find those ways out by going to services, being around godly centered people, having conversation with love God, prayer, and reading scriptures. And that comes from Psalm 25. And tidbit number three, let me tell you that. Seek God with all of our hearts. Seek God with all of our hearts and know love God is faithful and he is unchanging and he's true. And that's Psalm 119. And so the last tidbit is have faith in love God, and we are rewarded for that faith. And that's Jeremiah 29:10-14. Now, this tidbit here brings me to mind the service yesterday that I attended at Woodstream Church. Pastor Bob Wingfield gave a beautiful message about the doors, and I'm going to just share that as a tidbit on the end. Okay, and here it is. Remember, there are divine doors set before the faithful. And love God is the gatekeeper and the doorkeeper. And we faithful go through the doors. We who have been of service for others, for the sacrifice of Christ. The sacrifice was made for us by Christ, and we have to show up like he showed up for us. We have to do for others. That's what it's about. And remember, we will always be recognized. We will always be recognized, so please don't do wrong and be neglectful and be unrecognized. We want to be recognized for our service. We want to be recognized for helping others and for serving the sacrificial Christ who gave his life for us so that we could be better, because we have done all this sin, and we still do sin, but we are covered. And so let us be in a situation where we are recognized, and we can walk through the doors, not shameful, but with honor, because we have done what we needed to do for the other. So this is Tidbits from the Love Notes. So glad I got a chance to share with you, and I thank Pastor Bob Wingfield for that great message, and I hope that you got something from it, and I hope you will eat healthy and drink your water and help others, stay in prayer, get baptized if you're not, do what you need to do, and know that you're really loved. And tidbits from the love notes. Alrighty now, bye bye till next time. Happy Thanksgiving.